Mike, thank you. I'm standing by with Nik Juarez. American Promise is somewhere down there with Dwayne Lucas. Nick, first and foremost, let's go back to the work. What impressed you about this work? I mean, I know Dwayne Lucas wasn't very impressed. What impressed you about the work?
First thing is, American Promise, he's just getting over this track so well. When I turned him in with Bass Nickel, Wayne's assistant at the 8th pole, I really just looked down at him, and he looks like he's growing. He's, just turning, 3 years old tomorrow. He's just a horse that's really growing into himself. I got to, be on the work last Saturday, just a few days ago on Saturday, and he worked exceptional. Never had to ask him, and he's just a horse that once you let him find his stride, he really just takes you there.
What's this experience been like for you coming into this year's Derby? I actually was in my husband's tack room a little bit ago. He had the TV on and you were getting interviewed by the local news. A lot of media appearances, a lot of things going on. How have you handled the week?
It's been great. I mean, being with somebody represented by Gary Stevens, he's a guy who's done this dance many times, and so, and same as Wayne. So I'm getting the opportunity to do this my first time with guys who've done this many times. So it's really a sense of comfortability, sense of confidence. Just really feeling good about this week, and really blessed to be able to be here in Louisville for the week approaching the Derby, just to be able to soak it in. And like Gary said, just take a breath, kid, and soak it all in.
How do you think you're going to feel, number one, when they play my old Kentucky home, and number two, when you're standing in that starting gate?
Gary was telling me a story this morning about, first time he went to go ride the Derby in 1985, and he was going down the stairs or escalator at that time, and Pat Day was behind him, and he said, "Hey, Jock," he said, when they play old Kentucky home, he goes, "Don't worry, don't be embarrassed, you'll cry." And so Gary said, certainly under those dark goggles, he had a few tears. And anyway, now with American Promise, now he's heading out now to the track, and just really excited to be a part of this.
Maybe stick a couple tissues in your helmet. Thanks for the time, Nick.
Thank you guys so much.